Hello everyone, welcome to Math Talk. I'm your host Brian Heisler, and today we're going to continue our series on the most missed math questions, and we're going to talk about graphing inequalities. So a couple of things to keep in mind when you want to graph inequalities is you really have two different scenarios. In one case, you can draw a dotted line as your graph, and the other one you can draw a solid line. And then in either case, you're actually going to shade on your graph, whether you're going to shade above the line or below the line. And so our scenarios are, if your inequality has a less than or a greater than symbol, you're going to draw a dotted line. If it has a less than or equal to or greater than or equal to symbol, you're going to draw a solid line. So let's take a look at what each scenario looks like with one example. So our first one, we have a simple question, just says graph y is less than 2x minus 1. So when you graph it, you really want to take the same approach as if you're graphing a regular equation. And so I'm going to pull up a certain color here. Let's do red. That'll show up well on this graph. And I'm going to graph this inequality. So in your inequality, you have the same format as a y equals mx plus b. So my b value, or my y-intercept, is -1. So I'm going to draw a dot right here for -1. My 2 is going to be my slope, because that's your m value. And what that tells me is I have to go up 2, 1, 2, and over 1. And I can do the same thing, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. So now I have a few different points on my line, or my inequality. I can draw a line through it. Since my inequality has a less than symbol, it's going to be a dotted line. So I'm going to draw a dotted line that goes through these points. And I'll put an arrow at the end, just so I know that it's really a line. And now I need to look, do I need to shade above the line or do I need to shade below the line? And since my inequality is less than, I'm actually going to shade below the line. What that means is any value that is over in this area below that line is a solution to my inequality. So you could pick any random x value along this shaded area, plug it in, and you would get the y value being less than the function there. So let's take a look at another example here. This time I have an inequality. It says y is greater than or equal to -3x plus 4. So again, we're going to approach it as if it's a y equals mx plus b, where my b, or my y-intercept, is +4. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. And then my slope is -3. So that means I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and over 1 here. Down 3, over 1, down 3, over 1. And since my inequality has an or equal to sign, it's greater than or equal to, I can draw a solid line through these dots. So I'm going to do that. Okay. And then since it's greater than or equal to, my solution is really any value above this line. So anything over in this area, any solution here. So if I take any x value and find a corresponding y value, then it's going to plug into this inequality and it's going to be a solution. So I hope this helps when you get to graphing inequalities. Remember, if it's less than or greater than, it's a dotted line. If it's less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, it's a solid line. And then if it's less than or equal to, you shade below the line. If it's greater than or equal to, you shade above the line. So I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. If you have any other questions or you need assistance and you live in the Palm Beach County area, visit our website at geds.com to find a location near you and sign up for classes.